Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted again. 3 times in a week, you're spoiling me.
3 times.
3 times. How are you, sir?
Very good.
Tough night
Unbelievable
tonight.
show.
Unbelievable show,
Unbelievable
but tough night for
atmosphere.
yourself and Callum Simpson.
Atmosphere. Tough night for Callum. Game plan. The problem with Callum is he wants to put on a show. He wants to put on a scrap. So even when things get comfortable, he tries to make it uncomfortable. I knew the first few rounds were going to be, Troy was going to come out, and you saw straight away from round 1, it was that right hand. He was looking for it all night. And you just felt if Callum could just use his jab and use his distance and box smartly and with a bit of maturity. And that's what he started to do in the middle of the rounds, and I felt like he was coming into his own and was ahead. And then he got caught because he wanted to go in and have a scrap and get close and didn't, look, he'll look back. I'm not a trainer. He'll look back. His team will look back at what went wrong there. Overexcited at times. Loves to have a scrap. I've seen it throughout his career.
Fan-friendly.
Loves it. Wants the fans to go absolutely wild. He doesn't like anything but that, but that's what's left him vulnerable there. And credit to Troy Williamson, because look, he is good at the weight and he is comfortable at the weight and he does hit hard. So watch that right hand. Gutted for him, but he's got, fortunately for him, he's got the opportunity to put it right.
He was well ahead in the scorecards. Even if he lost rounds 11 and 12, Callum, he probably still would have won the fight. It was almost a case of just get to the 12th round, but obviously that's boxing. It takes one punch.
Yeah, but you know what? You get to a certain point, I think his talent and his volume and his fitness and his ability, he can just blast out guys. Gets to a point in a fight like that where you just need to control the fight. Controlling the fight is what the best fighters do, and they control the rounds. And it was like he didn't want to. He wanted the place to erupt, and he wanted the absolute back and forth that we saw throughout the fight. It's a great fight. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him because of where he's come from, everything he's had to do inside and outside the ring to get here. His 4th fight this year, his 3rd headline this year. Incredible. He's done 2 stadiums, he's done this. But he got overexcited tonight, in my opinion. And he'll be gutted. And you saw he is gutted because he knows he's better than that. And he's left himself. But take nothing away from Troy Williamson because he's a top quality operator at this level. But I think we'll see the fight again.
Last one's going to mention the rematch. Definitely something you, Callum, are going to activate.
Look, it's up to Callum, but certainly for me, I
Troy
feel
said
like
that he doesn't think you'd want it.
Listen, he'll say what he likes. He's done a fantastic job tonight, and credit to him. And he's got the titles, and he's a great story for British boxing. But for me, Callum Simpson on his night, going in there with actually thinking about what his game plan and what he's doing, I think he can show his levels. But he got caught. And that happens to the very best fighters, but I think he'll come back. And I would like to say what a night, because the atmosphere was absolutely incredible in there.
Could the referee have stopped it earlier?
The corner should have stopped it early, and the referee should have stopped it earlier. I think after the first knockdown, that was it for me. The second, definitely. I think the temptation, because he was ahead on the scorecards, like you said, and just had to get through and win the fight. And you can't blame them for that. But for me, it was, you got caught, take it on the chin, literally, figuratively, and go and come back and take the rematch. I think, for me, I was surprised that it went on. That first punch and that first knockdown, that was it.
Well, again, seeing them emotional up there at the press conference, the highs are so high in boxing and the lows are so low in boxing. So I'm pretty sure Callum will be back, and he will get back to where he believes he can be. Absolutely,
he puts everything into this sport. You can see it, and when fighters lose a fight, it absolutely destroys them. This is everything they do. You mentioned identity. This is his identity. He is Callum Simpson of Yorkshire, of Barnsley, and he's known as the biggest star that they've ever had. And he brings them all around the country with him, and he's absolutely gutted for them because he feels like he's let them down. I see him talking to his fiance in the ring, saying sorry. He feels like he's let them down. It's horrible to see, but in boxing this happens, and I believe he can put it right, and I believe he can go from the worst night of his career to the best night in his career if he can just make those adjustments and change. But sorry to see how it ended, but he'll be back.
I'm going to make a hard segue left here. You've signed segue, whatever it is, stage left, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Gradus Krauss.
Yeah.
You said to me the signing that you're going to make is bring in Izzy then. Is the signing that you're going to make is going to be a pound-for-pound superstar. And then these words get thrown about. I hope you're not meaning that lightly, but this man here, Izzy, agrees with you. And it's quite a nice partnership, this, is it not?
It is, but I think the most importantly, Gradus Krauss is that guy, and it's someone that Peter Fury's had since day dot. It's someone that Izzy and Mick will be managing, and it's someone that we're delighted to sign to a long-term promotional deal. You know, there's not many fighters that you can put in every fight and be confident. There's not many fighters that want the hardest fight straight away. There's not many fighters that have pay-per-view potential, that commercial potential, the full package. He's got a huge following in Holland. He's been fighting over here as well. The fans are starting to hear about him thanks to Izzy and his shows. But this guy's going to go absolutely right through the division, and I believe not just become
Both
a
of yous
world,
aren't being hyperbolic here,
not just. Yeah, but listen, if you know your boxing, go and watch him. Like, if you don't know about him now, you're going to know about him in 3 or 4 fights.
Like
this
that,
guy,
man.
I'm telling you, I don't need to say it. People can say, and they'll find out. People that know about boxing will know that this is the best signing that you can make in boxing right now. I truly believe that. After 9 fights, this guy is going to go through the best division for me in world boxing, and I believe win world titles and unify it. And so, unbelievable signing for us. Absolutely delighted, and he's a superstar in the making.
No, it's refreshing. There's no ego here between you two.
Well,
I like it. Is he?
Listen, first of all, commiseration on Callum. Callum's a friend of mine, not just and congratulations for signing one of the best prospects in world boxing. And I say that with so much conviction. I've never been so convinced about anything. And we've had chats off camera, haven't we, Ben? Yeah. And Ben goes to me, Izzy, what do you think? I go, I'm telling you, Ben, this kid will beat anybody. He's that good, the mindset, the power. And working with Ben is a brilliant platform, and he's open. And I've said this so many times, there's no ego, Ben. We're working together as a team. We want the success of Gradus Krauss. And Ben said to me yesterday, we had a chat, and he goes, Izzy, we don't care what happens. We want this to be a success. Whether he goes on a show in, well, I don't care if it's Mumbai or whatever it is, whose platform is, maybe he's on a GBM card. At the moment, he's a boxer, exclusive promoter. But Ben understands the dynamics of boxing, Shame, and working together, we're in strength. We've got a great team in Hennessy Sport and Peter Fury, and we've just signed the hottest prospects. And don't mention these names in light of it, he beats them all. So let's save you some time and mentioning going through the orders.
No. But listen, we know promoters. There's 2 promoters here, right? There's no ego, but we know promoters.
Whether new generation
hyperbolic about all their fighters. Listen, this guy's the next champ. Are you two being hyperbolic here?
I don't.
No,
as you know, no. I don't. There's nothing. I was trying to downplay it for a while, because before we could announce it, I knew that there was an issue in terms of we had to get that signing. Like, this is the fighter. This is the fighter in world boxing. I believe that, and we'll see that. And he will go through this division very, very quickly. And for us, it's about making him a commercial star. For us, it's about putting him on the biggest platform, because we know he's going to beat everyone, and we know he's going to put on a show, and we know he's going to knock everyone out. And look, I'm delighted, because he's an unbelievable gentleman as well. 24 years old. Just look at the guys on his amateur resume. Look at them. Look at what he's done. And he's only getting better and better. His dad was Albert Krauss, very, very famous kickboxer, who's had him boxing since he came out. And Peter Fury's been there from the start, and what better man to have guiding him. And I tell you right now, actually, you know what, I'm not going to tell you. We're just going to watch the start of one of the biggest careers in boxing history.
Are you really going to let him on a GBM show, though?
Of course, whatever's right.
Yeah, and you don't.
This is about.
Let me tell you something. This is off camera. We had a conversation.
I'm just trying to start some shit.
No, there's no shit, because you know what it is. I've always respected Ben off camera. You've asked me so many times. Yeah, we have a bit of a laugh and back and forth, but listen, he's been good to me. When I started boxing, there's one little moment that sits in my head, and I was sat ringside, and security come trying to move me, and I seen Ben just went, no, leave him. And little things like that you remember. And I think, you know what, he's been all right with me. So I never forget them little moments, and we're working together. And listen, we have got a superstar in our hands. Honestly, this kid is the real deal. But Ben, something you've not experienced with Gradus, he's not one of these fighters that say no. I promise you, any fight that you offer, Ben, is a yes. I guarantee that.
Tell him the glove story. Told him the glove story about
the glove story. So last fight, IBF European title, we're in Holland, and there's a bit of a dispute between gloves. And everybody, Peter even say, no, this needs to be Albert panicking. And Gradus just comes out of the blue in change rooms. I was thinking, this is not. They were saying we're not going to fight if this doesn't happen. Gradus goes, give me any gloves. I just want to knock this kid out. He's more pressured about getting the ring walk right than actually fighting. He just comes natural to him. This kid is insane. I said earlier on, something not right with him, but I think you've got to be a little bit insane to be in boxing. And listen, I'm excited. I'm excited about the partnership, because Maybe he's on a GBM card in March, who knows, but I trust in Ben. Ben understands it. There's no ego here. It's about the well-being of the fighter. And that's what I like about Ben. He's got a similar kind of mindset to me. Listen, we could have kept him on our card. I could have said to people, but it's about what's right for the fighter and the platform and the opportunities. And that's what Ben will do and I'll do. I think this is going to be a great partnership. And with Hennessy Sport and Peter Fury with the wisdom, I think we're in a very strong position. And listen, we don't need to go looking for these fights. They need to look for us because this is a star boy. He's going to be huge in Holland as well. Listen, he will sell stadiums out. The demand for a star in Holland is massive. Rico Hoy just gone into boxing now, end of his career. They want a star to follow. And Gradus Krauss is going to be an absolute superstar. He's got to be. I'll put it this far. If we don't make him a superstar, between the people we've got, we've done a very bad job. And I might give my license back if we don't. Yeah,
there you go. That's a big bet. One final one then. Two parts of this question then. Azim back out 31st of January.
Huge fight.
Could we see talk about that fight and could we see Gradus on that card?
We could. We just obviously announced that tonight. Gustavo Lemos, and again, an incredible fight, an incredible step up. For me, he beat Richardson Hitchens. He should be world champion. He's that good. He completely messed up the weight against Keyshawn Davis. He should never be fighting at 135, and I think they put some sort of check weight on him and they completely crashed it. But this guy is a phenomenal fighter, make no mistake about it. And credit to Adam and the McGuigans for saying, you know what, live on BBC Two, in a huge world level fight, in an eliminator for a world title, we'll take Gustavo Lemos and it will be absolutely
going
huge.
Up against the Zone and Eddie Hearn on the 31st of January. A bit of a frustration for fans because
No,
they have to
listen,
pick shows, but
we I think our main events will be earlier than theirs. I think that worked last time, and look, it's good for boxing. You know, there's a lot of opportunities. We're not trying to clash, but the reality is the main events won't clash. This will do huge numbers for Adam in London. It's a massive, massive card. Fran Hennessy also in a WBC final eliminator for Sugar Neeks and all the belts. But phenomenal from Adam Azim to step up, and for me, 1 fight, 2 fights max away from that world title shot, and January the 31st live on BBC Two.
guys, thank you so much.
Cheers.
Have a good Christmas. Cheers, guys.
Well, Ben.